Ghostbusters. Now, first off, I'm happy Ghostbusters is coming back to the parks. It's basically all but confirmed that they are going to be in Universal's new parade with their car. And it is rumored that we are getting a new Halloween Horror Nights house based off the new Frozen Empire film. By the way, I go to Halloween Horror Nights every year in Orlando. Come say hi if you want to. And it's a good idea because Slimer and the Library Lady are coming back, and you can incorporate the new ghost and the ice element in there. The Iceman cometh. However, the weakest part of this rumor is that they want a new show based off Ghostbusters. Look, I get why they would want to do that because they are paying a tribute to the first Ghostbusters attraction, aka one of the opening day attractions at the park. But I don't really care about shows, and I'm pretty sure not a lot of people do. Don't get me wrong, I love the Bourne Stuntacular, but I see it once on a trip to Universal because I love all the rides. And I think Ghostbusters, even back in the 90s, is more deserving of a ride than a show. A shooting ride. Heck, you can most likely replace Ghostbusters with Men in Black, because they are both Sony properties with similar concepts, and you can save on licensing costs. You can replace aliens with ghosts, and you can pay tribute to the old show by incorporating new special effects into a shooting ride. Like, of course, Pepper's Ghost Effect. I don't think you should make all the ghosts Pepper's Ghost Effect because it kind of breaks the immersion a little, and I want to see physical animatronics up close in person. Heck, you can even listen to the Ghostbusters theme song while riding this ride, if there's something strange in the neighborhood. And you can bring back some of the original ghosts from the original show because, well, they're well designed, which, to be fair, Universal likes to bank off of nostalgia, so I think they will most likely do that. Who knows? So yeah, I say make it a ride instead of a show. But if they go forward with this, look on the bright side. Universal must really love Men in Black, which is good, because I love Men in Black. I've seen someone make a suggestion that they should get rid of Rip Ride Rockit and Jimmy Fallon to bring it back to its original location, which is probably why they want to be a show instead of a ride, I just noticed while riding. But you don't need to make it a dark ride. It could be a Tower of Terror-like ride. Make it interactive, but Pepper's Ghost Effects in there. Make it your version of Mission Breakout and Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Make it a first of its kind drop tower. I also heard a rumor that the ride system on VillainCon was their original choice for a Ghostbusters ride, which I think it's good that they went with Minions instead because it's a more family-friendly ride system, and it will be a big ripoff if it was Ghostbusters, so yeah. Fast and Furious Supercharged is getting temporarily closed starting August to November. So basically, they are closing the attraction to save on operating costs, which is good because around the time on Horror Nights, the rides suck. They're not terrible, don't get me wrong, but they cut back on some of the features on the ride so they could pay some of the scare actors and the chefs in Horror Nights later on. Which makes sense because the world isn't perfect, money isn't perfect, blah blah. And they are closing this. And I feel like with the time period of the closure, they are going to decide, hey, should we close this because everyone hates this? Goodbye. And what is it going to be replaced by? Hollywood Drift, no question. It's Fast and Furious, and the building is huge. By the way, can you have some indoor scenes to make it separate from Hollywood's version? Some scenes with roads, like in Test Track, and then it turns back into a roller coaster track outside. It's most likely going to be called Orlando Drift, that'll be funny. So, Rana Kong is removing its 3D. I heard it's temporary, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Which is sad because for being a tram screen ride, I think it's not sustainable without the 3D. Despicable Me Minion Mayhem works without 3D better because, well, it's a kid's ride in one room, see ya. Rana Kong isn't terrible, it's okay. A lot more going on than Supercharged, am I right? But does this mean that this ride is on its last legs? No, because King Kong is a Universal Parks mascot. But I do think it's a little bit of a possibility. But if they do get rid of this ride, keep the tram ride system to pay tribute to Kongfrontation, maybe more physical sets, and retheme it to the Monsterverse, especially because of the potential Warner Brothers and Universal merger. Just look how fun New Empire looks. It's perfect for a ride. Universal just announced their new DreamWorks Land, replacing Woody Woodpecker's Kids Zone. It's a long time coming, Kids Zone was very outdated, but more importantly, how are they going to explain E.T. in this area? Because E.T. was a part of Kids Zone for a long time. I guess because Spielberg was one of the co-founders of DreamWorks, I guess E.T. is technically a DreamWorks property. Same as Schindler's List. We got the Troller Coaster, that's a funny name. But Trolls is overrated. Why is this franchise getting the coaster? But hey, Trolls is popular with kids, that's what matters most. Funny enough, I've never ridden Woody Woodpecker's Nut House Coaster, but I will say, this re-theme is worth riding once. Next up is the Kung Fu Panda play area. I am a huge fan of Chinese/Oriental culture. I like that gong in the front, and it's worth playing in once. Finally, we have Shronk Swamp. You can not only meet Shronk, Fiona, and the best meet and greet in any theme park, Donkey. I love that meet and greet, I'm glad it's coming back. But you can also walk through Shronk Swamp. Come on, it's Shronk Swamp. It's worth going on multiple times. Anyway, that's all I got for today. Go away now.